Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Titans going up against the Jaguars. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man looking to improve in his sophomore season. It's the former number 2 pick out of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
He has a great makeup as a quarterback in this league. The size, the frame, excellent wheels, one of the faster quarterbacks in the NFL. But his poise and his calmness, that's what I end up focusing in on. This guy has a great future ahead of him in the NFL.
Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Third and long here for Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Green.
Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Now Bortles throwing on second down, and he fires one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Blue 45. Blue.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Green 90. Green 90. Black 50.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Fresh set of downs here. Bortles now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Ivory. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ace. Here we go now. Green 39.
To throw, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles
14,
as a quarterback,
right?
had 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet. and say this is what the problem is? Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeMarco Murray, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this is a guy who's been here enough. He can't use, hey, I'm a rookie as an excuse. He's been around.
He sat in the meetings. He's played the games. The coaching staff is showing much more confidence in him because the game plan has been expanded since the last time we saw him play.
The tight end in motion right. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And here's a look at the starting offense. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He finds Hearns left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
When Brian Orakpo was born, there was no doubt that with that name, he was going to be a defensive player and a good one. He knows how to get to quarterbacks.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They give it to Ivory. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From the gun on third down, Bortles. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Bortles now on first down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Another pistol look here. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On first down, Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now. Green,
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Green, 39.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is, everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Still 2nd down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
Bortles to throw once more. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
So one quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. 7-0 is our score. More from Jacksonville after this. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Faking pass. Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They go with Murray again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Now, last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the gun, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A man who missed his entire rookie season, Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But extra point try now for Suckup. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And DeMarco Murray, the one to finish it off with a touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 1st down, Bortles. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That goes for a gain of 31. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Out of the pistol, Ivory takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Carl Klug there to make the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Ace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits,
and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the hook up to lead. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Bortles to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Again, it's Bortles. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, he's had problems here early in his career with interceptions in the red zone, and that rears its ugly head again there.
And you know what happens, too, is that even when you have those issues, your offensive coordinator, your quarterback coach is trying to give you confidence in that situation, and they may still call those plays, hoping to get an easy, cheap touchdown for you, but you violate their trust and their confidence when you make plays like that.
And right now we spotlight DeMarco Murray, and he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. interception here. Mariota got a man right side. It's Sharp. A gain of 6 there on first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
2nd down and 4. Second down, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
Thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Left, 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 left. Ready, green, 90, green, 90.
Bortles now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Black 58 rail, black 58 rail.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Green, left.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Black 58 rail, black 58 rail. Ready, green, 90.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort. And here
comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got time in the pocket. Got a man, it's right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Suckup will put this one right through. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Jaguars trail right now, but with another half to play, there's time to turn it around. The Titans have been the better team, though, and will try to maintain the lead in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. 3rd down from the 42. Ball's going to be up for grabs here. He'd make it count, running for 40 yards on the play. Offense on the field now after the turnover. Murray's able to spin away here, and he'd go in for the 30-yard touchdown. They strike first in the half. Titans have it at the 12. Murray's got nothing but space here, and he scoots into the end zone for his second TD. The lead now at 11. Jaguars have it at the 7. Under duress, and the pass is picked off. Woodyards is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Now 1st and 10, it's Marcus Mariota connecting on a pass into coverage, and that connection will lead to a gain of 14 yards. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Everbank Field for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go now. 39.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. The play clock's running down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles completes it to Lee. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Mariota now from the 50. He finds Matthews. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Left, we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. It's caught right side. It turns. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Julius Thomas. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From midfield, here's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Green 90. Green 90.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
First down, Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Mariota now. Wide open receiver complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yep.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
This is Murray. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota surveying the field. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first down, Bortles. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the busy afternoon continues for Ivory. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Last week, as you get a look at some of the numbers, he just wasn't in the mix, almost like he was out of the game plan. We couldn't figure out why, but here, he's fully in the game plan.
I like what you just brought up because when we asked the coaches about that, it was a little sheepish in there, wasn't it? That's when they admitted, yeah, we kind of neglected him last week. We've got to find ways to get him the football, scheme to get him open because they know he's a big-time weapon, so they're going to have people out there to cover him. But sometimes you just have to do some things, show some different formations, get him isolated where he can be one-on-one. And in this game, they're getting that done.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go now. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 1. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. say it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And the cutback to the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 34 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Titans a 1st down.
DeMarco Murray. Come on, partner. Say it with me. DeMarco Murray. He's going wild, and his team's up on the scoreboard.
Boy, they are. He's had a great game. Kid from Las Vegas. He had the bright lights of Vegas, and he loves the bright lights of the NFL, doesn't he?
How about that path then?
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Murray. And an alley to run. The 20. DeMarco Murray. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And DeMarco Murray, the one to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Robinson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There was no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play in good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
One final try now for Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the safety, Rashad Johnson. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.